After the last episode, I gave opportunity for viewers to decide what I will talk on, the subject that I will talk on this episode, and quite a number of entries came in. And top on the list was that I talk on fear. Number of persons asked that I talk on fear. So this episode is going to be about fear. Are you afraid that your dreams will not come to pass? Like, are you afraid that the journey you have started in trying to achieve your goals and trying to do the things that you want to do, are you afraid that you may not be able to complete that journey? Are you afraid that some of the things that you are inspired to try, some of the things that you are inspired to achieve, you might end up never being able to do them? Are you afraid, like I am, that you might not get the sponsors that you need to do some of the things that you want to do? Are you afraid, like I am, that the realities that are facing you are stronger than the dreams that you have built, than the dreams that you have in your head? The reason why I said like me is because I live in the same kind of fears that you live in. Possibly not in the same kind of situations or circumstances, because of course our circumstances and situations differ. But the fact remains that we all have our fears. We all have those thoughts that cripple our desires, our drive to want to achieve things. And I don't think that anybody who ever achieved anything worth the while in this world achieved them without having fears. And that goes to tell that the problem is not actually with fear. Because you see, fear is a necessary ingredient for success. Real successful people don't run away from fears. And that's because real successful people understand that fear is a push. And I'm going to explain that in a bit. I know that you've heard the acronym FEAR being false evidence appearing real and the likes of that, because I've heard that also a whole lot of the times from motivational speakers and all of that. The truth of the matter is that in real life, your fears are not false. Check it out. Your fear that you will not get a sponsor, how false is that? Your fear that people will not believe in your dream, how false is that? Because people will not be able to believe in it because of the fact that you are the one dreaming it. It's your dream. You're the one seeing it. You don't expect people to see it the way you're seeing it. People will not believe in it at the first instance. So that is not a false fear. That is as real as even the dream. In fact, some of our fears are more real than our dreams, because they stare us right in the face. They stare us right. They're right under our nose, right before us. So you want to achieve something. For example, I'm a filmmaker. Imagine that I have a high budget film that I want to do. Let's say 100 million naira. And I've got this story. And then staring me in the face is the fear of getting a sponsor to finance that film. How fake is that fear? How false is it? You see, differentiate fear from mirages. There are those points in your life that certain things appear and they are not really the way they are. But once it's a fear, usually, most of the times, they are real. But the fact that they are real does not make them stronger than your will to succeed. It doesn't make them stronger than you. The reason why that is because your fears are built in your mind. And who is in charge of your mind? You are. So that if I'm in charge of my mind and you are in charge of your mind, it means that my fears are only as strong as I make them. And they will, in the same vein, be as weak as I make them. Now, the first thing you must do, like I do, is recognize the fact that my fears are real. I don't run away from that fact. The fact that I may not get someone to believe in this dream is real. The fact that I may not get the support that I'm looking for is real. The fact that people will laugh at me, people will mock me is real. Do not deny the fact that your fears are real. What then do? You defy your fears. You look your fear straight in the face, straight in the eyes, and defy it. And how do you do that? You do that which you want to do in spite of the fear. That's the only way to conquer fear. The only way to conquer fear is to defy it. I think I'm going to bring David into this now. You see the story of David and Goliath. We all heard it when we were growing up in Sunday school and all of that. David did not run away from Goliath whilst others were running away from Goliath. He was way smaller than Goliath. He didn't know he could kill Goliath until he confronted Goliath. He faced Goliath to the face. Did he deny the fact that Goliath was there? No. He knew Goliath was there, but he defied his fears and faced Goliath head on. It's the same way that you must face your fears. You must recognize that it's real, it's out there, the possibilities are there. But hey, who cares? I'm still going to do it anyways. What if I fail after trying? Well, what if I succeed? What if it doesn't work? Well, what if it works? There are two ways to it. But you must decide to do it in spite of the fears. If it works, good. If it doesn't work, good. But I'm not going to sit down and allow my fears not make me try, because that is what has crippled a lot of people. Not really the fear, but the approach to the fear, the way they react to fear. So what am I saying in essence? Recognize that your fears are real. Face them head on. Challenge them. Defy your fears. Go right ahead and do the thing you want to do. Achieve it. You think you can't? Well, I think that you can, because I'm a living example of this. Every day you wake up, you face fears. Every day you wake up, these fears stare you in the face. But it's your reaction to them that really matters, not how strong they appear. How strong is your will to survive? How strong is your will to achieve what you want to achieve? Let that strength, let that will overshadow your fears. Go out there, conquer. It's how I do it. It's how I'll keep doing it.